Big ass hands. Well, it's not gonna register my audio with yours. Damn. Well, excuse me.
Okay. Anyways, I can also fork snap. Did you know you could do that?
What's that? That's crazy. You got some meaty chops though. You do have big meaty hands. Mine are like mine. I mean,
I don't like doing that because then I feel like Never Ending Story where he's like these hands. I don't.
Can you one hand clap though?
No.
I was gonna say you kids suck. You're good at everything.
But
I think that's actually impressive.
all right. Anyways, welcome everybody
Welcome.
to Dude Baby Podcast. How are we doing today, Randy?
I'm doing well, and you?
I'm not doing too bad, dude. I'm here.
Why you all purple?
It's the lights, I think. Should I change the colors?
No, I'm jealous. I'm all here
It's-
natural light like an asshole.
I can do natural light. Let me see. Give me a second. Let me get set up. What you been up to lately, man?
I do like the purple though. You look like Violet Beauregard.
How's that?
Damn. No, it looked good before.
I was gonna say I look really pale like that.
I know it's weird because you're way tanner than
Actually, my name's Anthony.
that. That's nice like that. That's a good one.
And don't call me Shirley.
Because I'll surely kick you in the ass. Get.
You wish.
You want me to put on more stuff? Finish your sandwich. Do your kids ever just stuff like their entire meal in their mouth?
Yeah, all the time so they can go and do whatever they were doing.
I was seeing my son. He's only 2. He doesn't have that. I will put on something for you, son. Go sit down. Finish your sandwich. You saw him last night. You see what I'm
Yeah.
working with.
It's a lot, especially at that age. That's when they're discovering everything.
He's a good boy though, but woo.
Test you. It'll
Oh,
test you.
You look tired. How was the movie last night?
Oh, dude, the movie's actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah, I liked it. Honestly, I just like the idea that
You saw Scary Movie 6.
well, yeah, but oh yeah, we've also seen like a few other ones though. We've been going to the movies a lot lately.
Yeah. You've seen
It's
all
actually-
the new ones.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's been pretty nice, because I haven't. We talked about this the last time. That there's not much that I've been wanting to go see. My voice is slightly delayed. It's throwing me off every time I hear it.
Why don't you turn off the monitoring?
That's actually a good idea.
Because I can't hear myself in the cans at all. All I hear is you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it. I don't want to mess with nothing. Anyways, yeah, dude, we went into Obsession. That was really good.
Yeah.
I hated it, but it was good.
Why'd you hate it?
I hate everybody in the movie. There's not one likable character to me.
I like that. I think maybe that's probably what he was going for. Because it's good. That's kind of like a classic
agree.
trope of like main character is supposed to be likable. It's like, you don't, like a movie doesn't have to be, a good
Or
movie
you should
doesn't.
feel sorry for him at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. That's why I was like, it was good, but I hated it. But it's kind of the intention because everybody is kind of shitty.
May I help you? What's up? This is the Joy of mobile casting. Yeah, I'm gonna feel a little off of it, but I haven't gotten to see anything. The Send Help is on Hulu, and I haven't watched that either.
Watch it. It's good.
I would love to, for long. I either have to wake up at 6 a.m. or stay up until 3 a.m. and give everybody tranquilizers. But
I have some.
send them.
Yeah.
Send help.
Send help.
me
Yeah.
help. This is a story
Blink twice.
story-
I said twice. He did it like 6, so I think he's fine.
I think he's just blinking.
And then the blinking makes you blink because your eyes are drying out. Yeah. Do you have an episode?
My eyes hurt. Send help. Send Randy help. You saw Mortal Kombat. You said that one was good.
Mortal Kombat was good, dude. I couldn't believe. Not that I couldn't believe it, because the first one kind of sucked. So I didn't have much anticipation for this one, but I did want to see it because of like the introduction of other characters in it.
Yeah, the first one was like, it was cool looking. A lot of the characters. Are you all right?
I'm sorry, I did breathe right into that, dude. I'm sorry. All right.
Are you okay? Send help. But the characters and everything was cool, but the movie sucked.
The story.
Yeah,
the story sucked.
The story sucked because the movie looked cool, but the story sucked. That created character was stupid. And they talked about, the actors talked about why the first movie flopped so much. May I help you? Okay. And they were talking about how one of the actors was talking about how, like, since no one's done anything with the franchise movie wise for so long. I mean, they've done that. They did that online series, which is actually really good.
Yeah.
But basically, it's like that whole thing of how do you take this story that, how do you kind of make it your own and make it good? And they tried, and it was like a last minute thing, because they said a lot of the things they made the movie really quick, and they kind of did. But they say that's why this movie came out better. It's like, all the same cast came back. And then as soon as the first one was done with and they got the green light to do the next one, he says from that point, everybody kind of really prepared and dug in to do everything as well as they could. And they said it was a better movie for it.
I agree. It was cheesy, but I think some movies don't lean into the cheesiness enough to where it's like, instead of being more cheesy and then having a few serious moments, they try to have a bunch of serious moments and then a slight cheesiness, and it doesn't work out. It goes from what it was to a Steven Seagal movie. Steven Seagal is supposed to be some serious martial artist, but I can't fucking take that guy serious.
Hard to Kill was a good movie. That was a good movie. I know what you mean, though. He only made a couple of them, but I do know what you mean.
He made like 40 of them, but you only like a couple of them.
Yeah, fair enough. There was that one. What's that one where he's on the ship? Like
There's 4 of them.
Yeah. I only know Hard to Kill, and then the one where he's on the ship and he's like, it's Gary Busey. Gary Busey is like the main villain, and they kind of take over, kind of like Captain America, the beginning of part 2, where it's basically like pirates take over a ship, and unlucky for them, Steven Seagal was one of the passengers.
Let me see. Under Siege.
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
Well, I remember.
I actually like that movie.
It was.
A lot of those movies are cheesy though, and
True.
I don't know if I could watch them now and they'd be good.
Well, martial arts movies themselves are cheesy because martial arts movies don't make any sense, because realistically you have to buy into the concept of there's a guy versus like fighting a war, and it's usually some sort of gang, and that for some reason everybody's in agreement to where we're not going to shoot this one guy. Let's just try to beat the crap out of him. And he's like, I could beat the crap out of everybody. Like, nuh-uh. And nobody, not one person takes a shot.
Get him.
That's why it's so dumb. Like, like Tony Jaa's movies, which were badass. I watched a clip of that whole one-shot scene where he goes up the spiral staircase in The Protector.
Yeah.
And he like fights like 50 dudes, gets up to the top level. It's like a video game, and then he fights Johnny, remember? The Taekwondo guy?
In the restaurant.
Yeah. And all that was badass, but like not one person has a gun. Remember at the very end, the girl with like a knife, she comes on and she's like, ah, he just like slaps her. And he's like, But yeah, it's like someone just shoot that monkey.
I agree because like Ong Bak is much better as far as like showcasing what he can do and what he does. The Protector is cool, but the storyline just lacks for me so much.
Yeah, he's trying to do
it's
for
so
himself.
Cheesy. Yeah, and you're right though. You have to kind of give it some leeway because they're all like that.
Well, that you can only give leeway to foreign films because they have like a mysticism about them. So you want to believe this is how they do things over there. They'll just fucking fight. It's funny because even in the Protector, like the main villain is a tranny, and like he's like, you remember?
That's right, dude. I forget about that.
It's an evil.
It's like the 300.
Yeah, 300. Yeah, and see, and it's stuff like that. It's like movies like that to where it's all based in either a time or in a place that it's just about fighting. It kind of doesn't really make any sense either. Like I was watching Christopher Nolan's Batman. I watched The Dark Knight Rises yesterday, and that's a great trilogy. It's a great movie. Like it really. I mean, some people don't like it, and I understand of why.
Oh, the Batman.
And he's like, "Where are they?" His mouth's always open. He's like, "Yes, yes." But the movie is cool because it's like if Batman could be real. It's like the closest idea of like the Bat flick.
That's what the intentions are.
Yeah, it's if Batman could be real. That guy, that version of Batman could exist, and you could believe it.
Yeah.
But yeah, same thing. Like he's fighting a bunch of guys because at one point he's like he comes in broad daylight. He's surrounded by a guy with guns, and he's beating the shit out of all of them, but everybody takes a long time to even pick up their weapon. Like you just saw your boy get dusted, and you're just kind of like, and right when he's about to get to you, go, and he's like, oh.
Yeah, he closed fucking 24 feet.
Yeah.
By the time you could lift your gun up, like yeah, and you're God,
go, oh shit,
and you know like. Obviously, Batman's a fighting martial arts specialist, but if you got those blades sticking out right here, bro, how are you not chopping people up?
He's definitely even when he's and I thought that was kind of the whole point, that when he's blocking guys, like say if they were trying to, whether it's like weapons, but even if someone's like throwing like a big punch. And he blocks them, like you're getting stabbed,
splitting your hand open.
Yeah,
imagine fucking just that. Oh, dude.
Because I mean,
Batman would kill people.
Well, I think the whole point is that he's not necessarily not hurting people really bad. He's just not killing them. You know what I mean? Like, remember that joke that it was that really funny thing about the guy who made 400 movies, and he was in Batman. You remember he was in The Dark Knight, and he drops him off the building. He shatters his, like, that's the kind of breaks that like that guy might not ever walk again. He's like,
oh, definitely not.
But I didn't kill him. He's still alive. He lived another day to feel pain.
This is how vengeance tastes.
But we got way off track of like the movie really good, but,
the movie. Oh yeah, that's true. We also saw Backrooms. Backrooms is okay.
Yeah, they were saying, and that's kind of weird. That's like a thing of the movies of the year are like the independent ones.
Yeah, and a lot of the A24 has been pretty big on like a lot of these that are coming out.
But I thought A24 was Backrooms.
Yeah.
But they're technically not indie anymore. They're kind of like, compared to
they're
the Obsession.
They're becoming, big. I'd say they're like M. Night, to where they have like probably like a 50-50 ratio.
And people say like, oh yeah, this is what the world it needs more. Like the independent movies are coming back, but they never went anywhere. They usually just get peddled on the film festival circuits, and anything that's good is gonna get like theatrical release. And so it's dumb because they're like, this is gonna replace the Hollywood trope of movies, and it's not, because even the guy who made Obsession, who did a great job, he did it for comparatively low budget.
Yeah.
But he made a good movie. The next movie he makes, they're gonna give him like $10 million because they're like, you obviously, this is what you could do with less than $1 million. What can you do with 10? So, I mean, it's not for sure that's what it's gonna happen, but that's how it happens. And it's not that guy is gonna keep making movies that are like he's more beating so Hollywood.
It's an investment.
Yeah, and it has to be because that's the only way you get more money is that you kind of prove on your own, like, oh, I could. Robert Rodriguez, Tarantino. It's like, oh, you could do it on your own with no money, no help. Well, imagine if you had help and money. What kind of movies can you make? And I mean, I don't think it's like a new thing. Like they're like, movies are back, and it's like, no, this guy made a good movie. Yeah. Most of the time they're not making, but that's the whole thing is that most people, the majority of people that go to movies are, just like average moviegoers. They're going to watch Spider-Man. They're not going to watch most people aren't going to watch an independent film. I mean, it's only that it's good. You know what I mean? Obsession is good because, or it did so well because it's good. Enough people saw it to they're like, this movie's actually good. You should go see it. So then everybody went to go see it. But I mean, even the biggest movies coming out, Backrooms, like it's supposed to be a major release, all this stuff. Enough people I know have seen it. They're like, it's all right. I'm not going to go see it. I'm not going to waste my time to see it. I'll watch it when it comes out.
Scary Movie was good, though.
Which is surprising. I've heard actually a lot of mixed reviews about it.
I can see why. I think I know why also.
Is it like classic, cliche, cheesy parody?
It kind of like parodies on like, this is supposed to set up like a new generation thing, and the new generation's supposed to set up, and at the end all the OGs are like, man, fuck y'all and fuck new generation, we're gonna keep doing this. And so I think a lot of people are hating because they're like, oh, so they're basically saying that like we're not important.
Really? I didn't know. Some people are actually like critiquing the movies. I don't know if anyone's actually upset about it's not about the new generation because they can't make parody. Because it's not some like edgy, cool new thing. Like parodies, they were even around since before Scary Movie, and they definitely made it bigger and better.
Satire, comedy, basically.
Yeah, and it sparked a whole genre. Like there's a bunch of movies that are parody. Like they did the Scary Movies. They did like remember they had a Twilight movie parody movie where it was just about Twilight. Superhero movie, which is actually really funny. Superhero movie.
They have a parody one where they're juggalos.
On this movie?
Twilight. It's a Twilight juggalo parody movie.
Wow, I didn't even know that. But even when they made like...
I'll send you the link.
Even when they made like Brady Bunch and Starsky and Hutch, those are technically parody movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it's a movie about the thing, making fun of the thing. While
they even
also
have the original characters in there. Same thing. It's almost the same thing, but except, like, say Starsky and Hutch. Remember how they come out in the end? Well, here they're in the whole movie, obviously, but the whole movie is like setting up for the new generation. At the end, they're just like, nah, fuck everybody. They kill everyone.
So it's almost like they were cameos and they had a main cast.
The OGs were, I feel like, the main cast because, I mean, that's what everybody went to go see.
Yeah.
But the new people who are technically like the kids and their next generation are the ones that are being set up. The killer is going after them.
Yeah.
And then at the end, it ends up being the OGs and they kill everybody.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, that's why I was like, it was pretty good, actually. I thought it was funny. Like, but to be fair, I was laughing at shit other people went.
Yeah, and people, I've heard mixed reviews. They're like, there was no one in my theater, and the people that were there, no one laughed. And then there's other people going, my theater was packed. Everybody was laughing. Full. Yeah,
ours was filled, and it was 11:20 showing on a Sunday night.
To be fair, but not just that, the Corpus market is like the demographic. Like, it's a dumb comedy that's not supposed to be so like highbrow or you have to fall. It's just about like someone's gonna scream funny or someone's gonna fall down funny and someone's gonna. It's almost slapstick level comedy, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's funny. It's like base level funny. And some people are like, wow, this is like, it's not even that good. And it's like, compared to what? Like, what's coming out now that's so,
Yeah,
like,
there are
hilarious?
no comedy movies almost. It's like action and romance and horror.
Yeah, comedy is kind of like a something they sprinkle into everything now. Like, it's in everything.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like this is just supposed to make
It
you laugh.
used to be, yeah, I was going to say, it used to be an only genre.
Yeah, like Super Troopers, like that's just a comedy movie, you know.
Yeah, Dude, Where's My Car? Things like that. Dude, we had a whole bunch of shit like that.
But technically, those didn't do that well even for the time. They're what they call cult classics, and they made most of their money when they went out on DVD.
Rent, yeah,
yeah. And they said that's when back then that's when most you could bomb in the theater and make all of your money just on rentals and own.
I don't even remember, honestly. Do you buy movies and stuff still? I don't remember the last time I bought like a Blu-ray or anything like that. I buy stuff like online all the time on like my TV, my accounts and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't bought a physical disc.
Not anything brand new anyway. Like it'd be something old that just not streaming at the time. Funny enough, the last movie I bought was a parody. I bought the Beverly Hillbillies, the movie.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
With Jim Varney and I forget it. I don't know his name, but he's a really funny guy. He plays Jethro in the movie, and he's the guy who plays Rex from Rex Kwon Do and Napoleon Dynamite.
Yes, that's right.
He's very funny.
I know you're talking about. Yeah. Think anybody wants to get roundhouse while I'm wearing these bad boys?
Yeah, he's so funny.
Forget about it.
In the movie, he plays Jethro and his sister named Jethro.
Yeah.
It's so fucking funny. And he's like at the very end, he starts like dancing with Rob Schneider. And he's like forcefully like making out. It's so funny. It's a great movie, and it wasn't streaming for a while. And I randomly I was like, I want this movie, and I bought it. And it's funny. I don't know if it like holds up. I just like it.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of movies that I watch that are like that.
Speaking of Rob Schneider, dude, have you seen him lately?
No.
He's fucking.
Dude, that's contagious.
He's fucking jacked now for like no reason.
Really?
Yes.
I have to look this up.
Look it up right now, just so that way you know what I'm talking about. Like even like look him up on TikTok because he'll post videos of being like, "You can do it." He's like,
and does he really?
Yes.
Does he say that for real?
I swear to God, he's like in the gym and he's like jacked. And he's all like, "Listen, I'm 62 and I made this change." He's like, "If I can do it, you can do it." But dude, he's like comically jacked. It doesn't like I wouldn't say he's ripped, but he's noticeably jacked.
This is for you, buddy. Let me just tell you, just concentrate on arms and chest. Don't worry about legs. Who cares about legs? Just wear pants. That's what I do. New Jersey.
He is pretty jacked.
He's big, dude. It's weird. I don't know why.
You know what that means. Get in the gym. Make it happen.
What the fuck? That's so random.
Imagine like randomly getting jacked in your 60s. It just doesn't make any sense. He's obviously either doing it for like to get pussy or to beat the shit out of Adam Sandler for not putting him in movies anymore.
I wonder what happened between them.
Oh,
I never saw it. What was going on?
I think it was obvious. Rob Schneider started doing a lot of anti-vax.
Oh, that's right.
Kind of against the government mandates, like comedy, but not just comedy, just like straight out saying like this is fucking stupid, it's fucking crazy. And
yeah.
Schneider iced him out, and Sandler iced him out, and I've heard Rob talk about some of it where he's like, dude, that guy did so much for me, and he would always like give me jobs and anything, like he was always checking in on me. Like the fact that he's doing this just because he kind of has to. He's like, I don't take it personal. Like he's doing his thing.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Like, do I want my best friend to sacrifice his career for me because of the things I believe? He's like, no. He's like, it doesn't change. It's not going to change me appreciating him as a friend and everything he's always done for me. And it's not going to, one way or another, it's not going to change the way I feel about how I feel. So it's kind of like, it is what it is. I get it. There's no hard feelings. Like, he's doing his own thing and I'm doing mine. And, so at least respect to that. But
yeah, dude. Oh, yeah.
I mean,
that's crazy.
I would beat up Adam Sandler for sure, though. He hasn't made a good movie in. The last movie I saw that was like, I wouldn't even say good, but it was funny, was Hubie Halloween. That was a good one.
Hubie Halloween. I think the murder mystery ones were better.
You like those? See, and I saw the part one, and it was good, but it wasn't great. It's the thing about Adam Sandler movies.
I haven't seen him in a while.
It's good. It's not that it's not good, because even Blended, which is like not a good movie, but I thought it was really funny. The one where he goes to Africa randomly. He goes to Africa with Drew Barrymore, and I love how he's smart enough to be like, yeah, let's make a movie about this, and they're here, and it's really just a way for him to get paid to go to these places for like 6 months, like 50 First Dates. Oh, let's shoot in Hawaii. They live in Hawaii. It's part of the story. Why? He's like, it's because they're in Hawaii.
Just go with it.
Yeah, they're in a tropical climate, and he's smart. He's not going to make a movie about him being in fucking Soviet Russia.
Salma Hayek, all these fucking
doing. Dude. Yeah, and that is weird.
Too.
Why would you write to where like, and for some reason I have the hottest wife, and they're like, why? He's like, cause it's funny. And it's like, to who, dude? It's like,
yeah, dude.
What if I kiss Jennifer Aniston? They're like, why? He's like, cause.
Yeah. And what's crazy is that his wife is casted in so many of his movies.
Yeah.
As some like random or like another character. Sometimes she's even somebody else's wife. I'm like, why would you do that?
Yeah, it's like, why wouldn't you have your wife play your wife? He's like, because that doesn't make any sense, Robbie.
In what's the one with Chris Rock that he did recently?
Grown Up.
The wedding, the week of.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
That one he in Grown Ups. Remember part 2? There's that girl that thinks that Adam Sandler is into her.
Honestly,
the one writing the letters or whatever.
I don't think I saw Grown Ups 2, because even just from the trailer, I was like, "This is fucking dumb." Like it didn't.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Grown Ups 1, I like, and it's not a good movie. There's not that much point to it. There's a lot of just random shit, like. But I like it. It's funny. Yeah. It's a good summer movie. But Grown Ups 2, I was like, this is just the same fucking movie with like more cameos.
Yeah, it actually is. Shaq comes out in it, and he's a cop.
Yeah, dude, Shaq comes out in Blended. He's like his friend.
Yeah, that's right. That's
in the store.
I forgot about.
It's funny though too. Like I
like that movie.
It is. It's a good one. But yeah, I mean, even just think about like his wives in movies. In Click, he was married to Kate Beckinsale. In Grown Ups, it was Salma Hayek. In a lot of the movies, it's Jennifer Aniston, or you know what I mean. It's
Drew Barrymore.
It's like, dude,
the girl just go with it.
What's in Just Go With It? Is that Jennifer Aniston, right?
Jennifer Aniston and the other girl, because that's where he's trying to marry the other girl, but he ends up falling in love with Jennifer Aniston.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then she's in Murder Mystery, whatever, right?
Yes. Also Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison.
You're right. Yeah. Billy Madison was the girl who played Sonya Blade from Mortal Kombat 1. You remember?
That's right. Yeah.
Veronica Vaughn.
That. Oh man. Yeah, pretty much all of them are like them.
Yeah, he's just a retarded guy with a hot wife, and it just
for some reason,
because it's funny. It's like, okay, dude.
I guess. I mean, it makes you that much money. Can you really complain?
Yeah, for real. And maybe you could chalk it up to where he's like, no, they're a name, so some people might come see it just because she's also an A-lister. Why would I get my wife? No one knows her at this point in her career. No one knows her for anything else except for being my wife.
Yeah. Yeah, I just work here.
Yeah, she's just like a random girl.
Exactly.
I remember, and it's funny because she's like the Stan Lee in his movies, where you have to find where his wife comes out, like as the cameo. Yeah. One of my favorite cameos of hers, the wife, like his real life wife. One of my favorite ones is in Benchwarmers, which of course Adam Sandler's not in, but since it's like a Happy Madison production, she's in that movie too. And she's the girl. She's in the video store, and she's renting movies from David Spade's character Richie, who works at the video hut. and she goes, and I don't know if you remember this, and she's in the store going like, yeah, you recommended these movies.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like, I rented these movies on your recommendations, and it's just a bunch of like shitty storylines with a bunch of lesbian sex scenes. And he's like, and you didn't like it? She's like, I watched it with my parents. It's very uncomfortable. He's like, okay, why don't you go ahead and watch Slumber Party Horror 2? It's actually a pretty decent flick. And she's like, no lesbian sex scenes? He's like, I think there's 2.
I think there's 2. Yeah.
That's a good movie, and it holds up. Like, that's a really funny movie. And it goes back to pure comedy. It was just a comedic movie.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, but you're probably right. That most of those movies didn't make money in the theater. That sucks.
Yeah, probably that one. I doubt that one did. Like, I mean, I don't know.
On a lot. Hot Rod, we didn't watch. We went and saw Simpsons instead of Hot Rod.
And I didn't see Hot Rod. I got it on burnt DVD, and I was like, "This is."
You're the one I think that told me about it.
Yeah, I got it. My mom got it for me when I lived in that apartment on Caroline.
Yeah.
My
mom used to do the same thing. That's crazy. That was like a thing, right? Like some dude would come in like the fucking banana bread guy and sell you burnt DVDs of movies and shit.
There was this guy, and I don't know if like he was just going around door to door or my mom kind of knew him, like friend of a friend. But when I would buy movies, this guy would literally come and he would pop the trunk on my ass, and he would pop the trunk, and he would literally have like a library of burnt DVDs in alphabetical order. And he was there. He would be like 5. You get 4 for $20. So my mom's like, "Here's $20. You could go pick out whatever you want." I was like, "This is fucking dope." And I would get movies, and I'm like, "Oh, I know this is good." Like, "Oh, I already want it," or "I know this is good." Or some I'd just be like, "Man, I've never even heard of any of these." And Hot Rod. That's how I saw.
I saw a bunch of stuff.
Ong Bak. I saw it on a burnt DVD. Protector.
I saw Protector like that. I saw Pick of Destiny. A whole bunch of shit, dude.
Because when I was young, especially, like, we didn't have money to go unless it was the dollar theater. I didn't go to the movies. I didn't have no money.
That was like one of the things that I did do, and it wasn't very often. But my aunt would take us sometimes.
Oh yeah, you would tell me that. Your aunt was always taking you places. You saw the Eagles. You remember? You went to the concert.
Right. When I was like 12 years old.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, it was pretty awesome actually, but it was scary because we were at like the top. And it was like at a slant, huge slant, dude. It felt huge at that time. I felt like,
was it American Bank Center?
It was in Dallas. No.
Oh, okay. Well, dude, the American Bank Center, which is our big like arena in Corpus, just for if someone doesn't know, we went to the circus one time. We took Lovey to the circus. Yeah. And it was like you pay and you kind of like in a general admission. Like, unless you got really good seats, at one point you pay and you pretty much just sat whatever you want. And I don't know how, but we got forced up into the nosebleeds. And it was the same thing, dude. Like, it was so at an angle. And it was like the kind of thing where, like if you're at the movie theater, it's at enough of a slant to where the person's head in front of you is maybe like the top of their head would be like right below their chin, right?
Chin, yeah.
In these ones, it was like the top of the person's head would be like below your knees. Like that's how much. How much of a
slant.
So when you stood up, it would be like if you were standing on the person's shoulders who was sitting down in front of you, and it would trickle down like that. So it'd literally be like you're standing on someone's shoulders and you're looking down, and you could. It's literally going.
No, dude, that's so ugly, dude. That's crazy that's designed like that.
Gabby like freaked out. And like, I get it. Because when we were moving into our seat, it was like, dude, you could trip and literally roll down this thing over the railing and fall like 30 feet into like the other lower bleachers.
See, I said the same thing, but my thing is like, if there's so many arenas designed like that, that would happen more often and they would stop it.
You're right, but I don't know, because especially
I don't know. I mean, I agree. That's what I thought exactly.
Especially if you're drunk,
roll easily. Yeah.
Especially if you're drunk. I mean, like maybe you wouldn't roll and fly off the railing, but if you tripped like in a movie theater, you would trip and fall in your aisle. These ones, you literally could fall over into like the bottom row. Yeah, and it would be more of a thing. The seats are super small, and even when you, like I said, when you sat down, the people's chair, and it's designed like that because you're so high up. Because
Yeah.
if it was any less, how would you see over them down, like into the pit? So like when you sat down, like the front of your legs, like your shins were exposed, like nothing was in front of them. So when you sat down, you were like,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Dude, it was terrifying.
And we had to move. We were up there for like 5 minutes, and once you sat down, it's like, I get it, but like, you're fine. But Gabby was all like, I cannot fucking do this. And I was like, fair enough. We'll see if we can move. And we ended up moving. But when even me, when you stood up, you're like, this is actually pretty fucking scary.
And see, like, I mean, obviously I didn't do it at that time, but I can only imagine you're right. Imagine sitting down for like an hour or two. And you got like, a couple of beers with you and you drink them sitting down the whole time. Yeah. And then you stand dude, I would freak out.
You'd probably get vertigo because like I think
pass out of my chair, dude.
I think naturally you get vertigo because you would feel a little dizzy. But yeah, I've done that. I've stood up too fast normally and I got dizzy. And then I've stood up after drinking a couple of beers and go, whoa, I didn't even know it was like that until I fucking stood up. Tilt-a-whirl.
Yep.
It's crazy.
That's fucking nuts. That's nuckin' futz.
I'm sorry we got on so late, bro.
It's okay, dude.
Even if, yeah.
What have we gotten so far? We've done like 35, 40 almost.
Yeah. Is that what it says?
I don't know. I don't want to move any. Well, because when you texted me, it was 3:42.
Oh yeah, we've done 37. I just went ahead and checked.
Okay, I just didn't want to move anything and mess with it. So yeah, I was gonna say we're pretty. I mean, we can get on. I probably close tonight, so 10, or we can try another afternoon sesh tomorrow.
Nah.
Oh no, you work tomorrow.
I work tomorrow. But nah,
yeah.
40's fine.
Yeah.
And then we just try to get on a schedule of some sort. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll try our best, and it's good because I don't have a lot going on anyway. It's hard to talk about things that I don't like. I haven't done anything. One thing I did do recently was try to work on my Acura. I don't know if the guys told you.
No, dude, really.
I finally tried to do something, and now.
Okay, what are we doing?
Okay, so I got all hyped. I got like my income. I got my tax return. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go buy shit that I need to even start it. And so I went and bought a jack and jack stands. And I got those on a deal at Harbor Freight. I got those like on a sale. And I got both. I got the jack and the jack stands for, it was still like $225. I was like, this shit's expensive. And I got it on sale. But you need like, especially shit like that, you need decent quality stuff. Because you don't want to take a chance of like, these jack stands are kind of supposed to be there to like, make sure I don't die.
Being such a low fucking drop car.
Yeah, Acuras are fucking and mine had flat tires, so it's fucking low. And so I was all excited. I called Jake just to be like, I'm finally working on my car. And I was telling him the first problem that I was gonna try to go replace all 4 of my tires because they were all flat.
Yeah.
And he was just saying, and I was telling him, since I only have 2 jack stands, I'm gonna have to jack it up. Put jack stands, take off the first 2 tires, take them, buy them, replace them, bring them back, put them on, and do the same thing. I was like, it's going to be a bitch. He's like, I actually have jack stands, so we can put the whole car on jack stands. And then he says, I forgot what they're called, and he told me what it was. He has the gun.
The torque gun?
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. See, you're a real man. But he's like,
I've done a few things.
But he had one, so he brought over a bunch of shit, and I was like, we're gonna get some stuff done. It's awesome. The truck, you remember my car is like partly on the concrete, partly in the mud. The first rim, the first right rim, the front right was in the mud. Like the rim itself was in the mud. And we were talking about how we should he's like, we should roll it onto the concrete so that way we could do all the work, because you don't want to put the jack in the mud. It's just not going to work. Long story short, we couldn't move the car. My father-in-law has an air compressor in the garage, and he's like, or Gabby was saying, she's like, let's just see if it holds any air. We'll pump it up, and then maybe we can roll it out. And it ended up working. Dude, just Jake coming over to us doing just that, putting air in the tires, and they actually held, and then rolling onto the concrete. Dude, that took like 2 hours of more of just like figuring things out.
Yeah, it gets away from you quick.
Dude, and it was hot as fuck. We were it was overcast on a Sunday in the afternoon, like at 3. And dude, seriously, it was like too hot to be out there. But I was like, dude, this is the only time I can be out here. This is the only daylight I have, unless you wake up at 6 to do it in the early hours. I was like, this is just what I have to do. At the very end of the whole day, it's like 6, 7. We didn't do absolutely anything. We didn't do one thing. Because it turns out, like, I was like, these tires are actually holding air, and even now, like, some of it's already kind of gotten deflated again. But the fact that I can air it up and it'll hold air, I was like, I don't necessarily need the tires right now. As long as I can put air in them and jack it up,
you might even be able to take it to a shop, and they might be able to patch whatever's, because it's obviously just a small leak.
No, these ones sat so long that they like cracked. Like a straight line, because they were flat. Yeah, so they cracked. I was just shocked that they were even holding on. I was like, because the tires, even the cheapest ones that I found that were new, were gonna cost me after tax, and they were gonna charge me $100 to balance them and everything.
Install them and everything.
Yeah,
so it was like 5, 6.
Well, they couldn't put it on the car because they couldn't bring the car, but just to bring my rims in, my wheels in, and for them to take those off, put the new tires on, air them up. Balance them, because they have to be balanced. Otherwise, to do it on your own is a bitch. So they have a balancing machine. They could balance them and then get rid of my old tires for me. They were going to charge me an extra $100. So it was going to be like $350 just for me to go and get new tires put on. And I just decided against it. I was like, there's no point in spending that money right now. I'm going to spend it eventually, but why do it right now?
You're not going to actually drive it right now. So you just need the tire to hold it up, basically.
Yeah, because I was like, the tires are going to get fucked up out here just with the weather. You know what I mean? Because I'm not doing anything with them. So we didn't end up doing anything. JB came over and he was just kind of fucking around with us. Me and Jake like looked at the engine, and Jake doesn't know enough about cars to where he's like, I don't know how to go about starting
assessing.
This. Yeah, he's like, I don't know. He's like, he was trying to ask me questions about when it broke down and like certain details of like what happened, how it sounds, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't even remember. It's been 6 years. This car's been sitting for 6 years. I was driving to the island and I was going across the causeway, and it just like my engine lost power. But like everything else was on. But of course now nothing works. But he started like messing around with it. Yeah. He started just kind of being like, well, we could check this and blah, blah, blah. And he took the spark plug, one of the spark plugs out. And the spark plug had oil all over it, which is bad. It's not supposed to.
Yeah.
Because the last problem that I knew I had was that I had a leaking valve cover gasket seal, like the rubber that goes between like the top head of the block and and Louis had replaced that for me, but he must have either not done it right, or maybe there's another underlying issue that happened because of that. But after that happened, I was like defeated after that day. I was like, I was hot, I was tired, I felt like I'm never gonna do anything with this car. I was almost like I should just get rid of it. And then it took like a couple of days of me to get out of my own head, and I did some research just about like spark plugs, oil, blah, blah, blah. And then I made up a small plan of, for one, the spark plugs with the oil in it is probably what happened back then of why my engine lost power. Because they said when you replace, and I just put spark plugs with oil, what could cause and what could happen because of it. And they're like, usually when you have spark plugs, the oil in the spark plug wells, it's because that if you did change your valve cover gasket seal, which that's what I did, they said most people don't replace the tube seals, which we didn't. And they're like, and a lot of times that'll cause oil to back up into the wells. And once that happens, the spark plugs they'll lose like the ignition, because like it'll gunk it up, so they can't spark no more. And they're like, you'll have problems with acceleration, and then you'll lose power in the engine, which that's what happened. So if I would have just known that back then, I could have taken the spark plugs out, cleaned them, cleaned the wells, flushed the engine, put new oil, put a new seal, put a new tube seals, put the spark plugs back, and it probably would have turned on. It might not have fixed everything about what was wrong about the car in the general back then, but the car most likely would have still kept running. And I didn't do that. I didn't do any due diligence of helping fix it. So that's pretty much like the plan now. Now that I figured that out, I was like, okay, so that's the plan. I was like, I have to flush the engine out, which is going to be hard because since you can't warm it up to idle, you have to do a gravity drain, which you'll use chemicals and you'll just let it kind of come out naturally, just because if you can't warm it up, it can't loosen. And then, so you have to use a chemical. It'll drain it as much as you can. And then I'll flush it, put new oil. And then they say you can hand crank it to make sure the engine didn't stall because you don't want to start it like that. And then I'll replace I'll put a new gasket seal. I'll put a new tube seal. I'll just replace the spark plugs new. And then I have to put a new battery. I had to put all new fluids that are just like standard, like the transmission fluid.
Yeah.
I have to put all brake fluid. I have to just replace all those fluids because they're going to be replaced anyway because it's been 6 years. And then once I do that, I can try to start the car. And if I can start the car then I can, at the very least, I'll be like, okay, I can go get the tires. I need to put new brakes or get them resurfaced, but I'm going to need to do the brakes, the tires, and then I can maybe at the very least just take it to a shop and just be like, just tell me what I need to do to not only get this back into running shape, but like, what do I have to replace?
Good shape.
Yeah, good shape. And then that way I can actually start working on it of being like, okay, now that I got to baseline of pretty much where I was back then, maybe a little bit better, I can actually start like putting some love and effort into the car. But that was a real shitty day because like we were out there for like 4 hours. We hung out for like 4 hours and all we did was air up the tires and push it onto the concrete. That's it.
Dude, it happens. When I went to go help them move, we only did one truckload, and I was there for like 4 or 5 hours.
No, but
I feel like we should have got more.
No, Jake said that you helped knock out all of like the bulk stuff.
It was a lot, dude. I mean, it was a pretty big house, dude. I don't know if you've ever been to Jake's old house.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's a big house.
It's like 3 of my house.
I mean, it's not very tall, but it's huge.
Yeah, he has a lot of floor. It's the square footage is crazy.
Yeah.
Because like his room's the garage, so it's huge. But even like his living room's like the same size as his room.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I didn't walk through the whole, but just knowing that I was in just those 2 front rooms and that there was still the back of the house, I was like, dude, just this is probably about the size of my house.
And he had a pool.
And he had a pool, a shitty one. That pool went to shit. It was full of dirt or crap?
Yeah, all kinds of shit.
It's crazy. And I remember when I first saw it back then when we went kayaking, I was like, dude, you could dig this up and you could skate this.
Yeah, for real.
I was like, you could skate this pool for sure. Not now, probably. I don't know if it was cracked.
I don't know what it looks like now, but they're going to fill it, apparently.
Yeah, they're better off. No one wants to take care of a pool, dude. Anyone I've ever heard that actually owns an in-ground pool, they're like, dude, it's a fucking nightmare. They're like, you have to...
That's why you have a pool boy.
But, I mean, even that would cost money. It could probably cost more money than doing it yourself, and that costs a certain amount of money. You know what I mean? There's a guy at UPS that has a pool that he says he spends about $200 a month keeping it, like, in running shape. And he's like, and, dude, no one...
swims in it.
No one he's like, my wife will use it like maybe once a month. And he's like, and during the winter, you pretty much have to just close up the shop. But you still have to take care of it. Like, of course, no one's gonna swim in it because it's too cold. But you have to take
dirty.
Yeah, you have to take care of it for 4 months. It's crazy.
Excuse me. Yeah, disgusting is what it is.
Yeah, I know you have to go to work, man. But I appreciate you getting on.
I gotta get on.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's a good episode.
Hopefully, that's something to put out. We'll give him a little bit of half a nip.
Oh,
that's all you get.
Ellie. Pants him.
I'll pants myself. But you have a cookie? I want some. But all right, man. Well, I appreciate you. You have a good day at work.
Yeah, man. Alrighty, guys. Well, y'all have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
Oreo.
Say bye.
Burn it.
Say bye.
Burn it. See what happens.
Bye.
Bye.
I'll see you later, man. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Yeah, man, for sure. Have a good one.
You too, brother.
Later.
Later.
Ooh, baby.